All right, here we are, Sunday night features. Um, Hope everyone had a great weekend, and yeah, gonna get the week started here. Not expecting a lot of volume. The major players in the market they're done. They're done for the year. Um, they are off enjoying their families and Christmas parties and all those sorts of things. So or just enjoying some time off in general. But yeah, all the major players in the market they're done for the year. Hedge funds, will probably rebalance. Well, they'll have to rebalance there sometime in January. But yeah, for the most part, like they're just the major players are done. Um, so just uh just scalpers left and retail traders pretty much trading the market here, but I'm still learning stuff every day, so I like to be on the charts as much as much as possible here, and just continue to keep learning. So that's what we're doing. I made a decision to put as many accounts as possible into Quant Tower. I really want to try to consolidate everything, starting for the new year, and just trying to wrap up a few things and just try to consolidate as much as possible. I have somebody that's going to work on the indicator that I have for TradingView and NinjaTrader, and going to convert that into Quant Tower for me. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I bought this plugin actually today, um, and it's really cool. I'll kind of show it here more. I'll move it over here so you can see, but it's really really neat plug in here for Quant Tower. And what's cool is, so you can actually lock these accounts. You can set the risk, everything, just like you can in Project X. Um, so this should be very beneficial. It's got a journal built in, all sorts of things, and then you can switch accounts as well. Here, so this is the Lucid test account I'm working on, and then I have a day traders account. I also have an Apex account, but something's going on where I can't connect to two rhythmics at the same time, so I got to figure that out. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna like start trading, even if I don't copy trade everything, right? Because I really don't like to copy trade. But I think I'm just gonna stick to using one platform, um, and go from there. So I really love TradingView, but there's just such a lag if you trade on TradingView. So I really just want to get everything down, get it consolidated, and and go from there. I think it's really going to help my trading because I can just focus on one platform and that sort of thing. So I just feel like I'm so spread out, and I just really want to like really consolidate everything. So because the Lucid account is rhythmic, I was able to just connect to the rhythmic data feed here in Quant Tower, and go that route. So but yeah, that's what I'm looking at, heading into 2026, is just really consolidating everything, and going from there. And I really think it's going to help me a lot. One instrument, um just focus on a one instrument, one platform, that sort of thing, rather than just being, spreading myself too thin. And I just realized I was like, I just really need to consolidate everything. So that's what we're going with. I love TradingView as far as charting it goes, but just trading on it is such a lag. And I would just much rather just, I know I get great executions whenever I use Quant Tower, so I just want to just want to use one platform from now on. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them and I'll answer them the best I can in chat. Yeah, so I did take advantage of Apex's sale there, and bought a couple. Well, I reset one 300K and then I bought one 300K. But otherwise, I've just got I got the one account here at Lucid, and then I do have an account at Bullinox, and then I've got my account there at Topstep as well. I really wish that I could trade on, put like everything into here, but I'm okay with the Topstep being separate. Um, the Bullinox, I'm gonna email them and see if I could just switch back to the Rhythmic data, and then I can put the Bullinox account here in Quant Tower as well. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick to the rhythmic data, except for the one Top Step account, which I cannot get into. You can only trade on Top Step X if you're trading with Top Step, so that's fine. It is what it is. I'll just roll with it. But everything else, I'm just gonna put here into Quant Tower. And like I said, this plugin is really neat. It is not free. It is a paid plug-in. I think it was like 20 bucks a month or something. Um, but it gives you the calendar. It gives you the ability to lock those accounts just like you can on Project X. So I really like that as well. And being able to see that. And then once I get the indicator ported over here, then that'll be great. I don't like Ninja Trader. I've tried to like it. I just don't. And you gotta trade with what you feel comfortable with, right? Cause and I'm really comfortable with Quant Tower. I'm as comfortable with Quant Tower pretty much as I am with Project X or Trading View. So I'm just gonna consolidate everything here. We'll be able to see the P&Ls and that sort of thing. So I like that too. And yeah, I don't know. I can copy trade. Right now I've got it set to copy trade from the Lucid to the day traders, and like I need to figure out, like I said, how to get the Apex in there because I'm not sure. I mean, I got it connected, but for some reason it's not allowing me to have more than one rhythmic connection, even though I bought the advanced features there on Quant Tower. So I'm not real sure what's up with that. But I'll try to get that figured out, and then that way I can just have everything consolidated here into Quant Tower. Need to do the analysis here for the week. Okay, so inside week so far, but we are opening at the top of the previous week's range. Um, so if we obviously we break above 65, or sorry, 6906, then we would go two up on the week. But so far, just inside a week here to start the week. Not surprising there. Let's see, we'll do. And I'm not sure when we're going to do contract rollover. I would think we'd be switching to the March contract here shortly. Here'll be your broadening formation here on the week. So kind of an odd shaped broadening formation, but you get the idea there. Um, yeah, so inside week there, we'll look at the day. So we kind of had a little bit of a even though the candle was up in green, I mean, if we start coming below the body of that, then we got a nice pivot machine gun here with the strat we'll call pivot machine gun to the bottom, and I'll mark those out for you. You can see there's one, two, three, four, five. That would give you five pivots to the downside. So that is what the strat calls a pivot machine gun, or you'll see people call it a PMG. But yeah, it's always five pivots up or five pivots down. Will give you the pivot machine gun there on the strat. So if they start taking out the pivots, it'll just go like dominoes. They'll just fall. So something to keep in mind here as we go into the end of the year, beginning of next year. If they start breaking some of these pivots, then I'd look for. Let me pull up Trading View. We can kind of get a better look at it there until I can get everything switched over here to Quant Tower. I'm not going to give up on Trading View for sure because I love it, but um, here let me sign in here off screen. Should be able to do that, right? Here, I know how I'll do it. We'll just do this. Because in order to run Quant Tower, I have to run it through a VPS because it is Windows and I have a Mac. So I got a Mac Mini, which I love, but yeah, in order to use Quant Tower, you need a Windows based computer. See here. So in order to avoid shelling out a few thousand for a really great top spec of the line Windows, I just decided to run a VPS. So um hey, few payouts and maybe I'll get a nice Windows machine. But anyway, here's your yeah, there's the broadening formation for the year. But yeah, if we start coming back inside in January, the 6381, I would definitely want to be, or I'm sorry, 60, about 63, 65, 60, somewhere around in there. That's going to be an area of interest for me as far as to see if they might buy that. Because if we just, if we go two up on the year next year, then I mean, we can use some fib extensions to get kind of a idea of where we might go next year. I do. Where's the extension? This is a retracement. Where's the extension? Trend-based fib extension. I have no idea what the hell that is. Oh boy. I would think we'd have an extension though rather than a retracement. Like, where's the extension? Maybe TradingView doesn't have one? I know what I can use that's been fairly accurate in the past. I don't know why it's not showing. Let's just do the continuous contract and see if it shows on there. That's weird. It's not showing beyond beyond a certain time frame. All right. Well, I guess the closest I can get to it will be the 3 month. So the first level I'd look for next year would be this right here, the 7177. This indicator has never failed me as far as long-term targets. So the median is down here at 6112, 6115-ish. But the first target up would be 7185, 7177-ish. And then long term, 9200-ish. Obviously, this is not trading advice. You all know that. This is for entertainment purposes only. But hate to say it, I just don't see a lot to do overall. Not a lot to do overall at all. Maybe a very slow trading week. I don't know. I'll check the calendar here in just a second and see if we have any economic news this week. Let's do that at the moment and see. I always use this site right here, Forex Factory. It's free, and you can come down here and see the calendar. So click here, you can see calendar. Let's see if there's any red folders for the United States this week. We have Jolts, looks like on Tuesday. Yeah, so FOMC is this week on Wednesday. I thought there was something going on. Yeah, so FOMC this Wednesday. Um, So yeah, market just may be chilling until then. And that's pretty much the only red folder news we have. Tuesday is Jolts, and then that's it. Yeah, so Tuesday and Wednesday red folder events, and pretty much all day Wednesday. So yeah, you always get the statement and all those sorts of things. But yeah, that's pretty much for the U.S. Just red folder event Tuesday and Wednesday. So yeah, I think it's just going to be a very very slow start to the week. May not trade at all tonight. Just depends on what happens. Looks like it's going to be kind of slow going. May do some scalps, but for the most part, like I just don't see anything to do, and it's like that sometimes. Oh, I already know gold has switched over now. Come on. February contract here for gold. Inside week so far. We did have a 2 up red week last week. So we'll just have to see if they start buying and pushing here over 42, 43, 42.50s, but be looking maybe at a target of 49, 41.91 there to the downside. Just have to see what happens there on gold. So, but very muted, very very muted start to the week here. We'll take a look at crazy SNQ, and that I completely left alone. Thank God, got that out of my system. Not just it's not my thing. Too took too long to figure it out. Too many blown accounts, but I'm pretty much just gonna stick to ES. I know all the streamers trade NQ. You guys can go. Feel free to go watch them. I'm not trading it on my channel. And in fact, I'm not trading it at all. Um, yeah, just to can like can I trade it? Yes. Should I trade it? Absolutely not. I don't feel the need to trade it, so I'm not going to trade it. I would much rather stick to a little slow ES. I realize it's slower, but I just do so much better when I focus on ES. So I'm just gonna leave NQ alone, and like I said, you guys can go. Feel free to go watch some other streamers if you want to trade NQ. But if you guys want to support my channel, please use my affiliate code at Apex. It's Blues Trades. It's the same at Lucid and also at Bullinox. That'll get you the best discounts, whatever sales they're having. But yeah, it'll work on Apex, Lucid, and also Bullinox. And I've got to get a few more subscribers to get a coupon code for my funded futures. I think they make you have 50,000 subscriber, or I'm sorry, 500 subscribers, and I've got 445 or something. So feel free to share my channel because I could use some more subscribers. And if you're watching for the first time, please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'm not a hype person. I'll motivate you, but I'm not one of those flashy, hypey people. I feel like there's plenty of those out there. You can go watch them. I kind of lead more towards education on my channel. I teach the strat that I learned from Rob Smith and also Sarah Strat Sniper. And so if you ever have any questions about the strat, feel free to reach out to me and I'll help you the best I can there. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I focus on. And I just focus on the strat and some levels, and that's that. It's gotten me payouts. Happy with it. We're aiming for more payouts in 2026. and I think it's going to be the best year I've had trading. I'm very, fairly confident, and I feel like I got a lot of kinks worked out this year, and yeah, so just gonna focus on what I do, and grow the channel, help as many people as I can by teaching the strat, and keep on trading. So all right, with that said, I am not going to stay on stream. There is absolutely zero to do at the moment in the market, I feel like. And so I hope you all have a fantastic week and take care. And again, feel free to use my code Blues Trades at Apex, Lucid Trading, and also Bullinox. All right, have a fantastic week and take care. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.